let's explain a little bit more about the company. What I'm going to do is take you back a little bit to 2.5 years ago. Now, the company has grown tremendously and has improved tremendously. Now, the actual company itself has been running for about 4.5 years. So this is not a company that started 6 months ago. Most network marketing companies don't even last 6 months. So we got 4.5 years behind us already. And during that period of time, the company's grown from just like providing a comparison site for utilities and for that people can go for insurance, etc. And it has grown and significantly grown and added Forex and added crypto and also added education. So we've been running now about 2.5 years as regards the crypto side and the educational side. I joined 2.5 years ago, and the first job that I had, I actually joined as a contractor. I was providing services to this company. And what the two owners at that time said, and they said, look, what we want to do is we want to provide education. We want to provide proper Forex education out to the world. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I'm not a network marketer, even though I'm now managing director of a huge network marketing company. But I'll explain why I joined. So I had a look at what they were doing, and I could see that there was, a lot of things that they were doing very well, and also some things that they weren't doing so well. Now, my background is in industry. The last job that I had, without going back into my past, the last job that I had in industry was I was operations director for UK and Europe for Tyco. Tyco is the 44th biggest company in the world, £500 million operation that I was running and controlling. Just to give you an idea that I'm a businessman, I'm an industrialist. So very rare to have a businessman industrialist in a network marketing company. They're normally run by network marketers. But of course, I bring a totally different skill set into this company. I look at the company as a business, not a network marketing company. And everything that I've put in place is as a business, not a network marketing company. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment. Now, the first thing that any company has to have, just like any manufacturing company, is you have to have a good product. So therefore, the first job that I did was to actually provide what I would see as the best educational product in the world that any network marketing company has. I had a target, which was the biggest crypto and Forex, actually Forex. They've just changed from Forex because they failed at Forex, and they've now tried to remarket themselves as crypto because their members are fleeing the ship like rats. And that is, they were the ones that we had to try and emulate because they were the top network marketing company in the world. I'm sure you know the company I'm talking about. So I decided to make a better academy than them. Now, when I left industry in 2010, I'd been trading for many, many years. I was a very, very good trader. So I decided to start the UK Trading Academy. And that was to teach people how to properly trade the financial markets in Forex, because there's a lot of things out there and a lot of people out there who provide those type of services, and they're a load of rubbish. So the first thing that I did was to make sure that the service that we were providing, the actual product, was best in class. And what we did was I generated the NextGen Academy. And we now know by far that is far better than any other product out there with any network marketing company. Now, I would say that because I generated it. Yes, my baby. But the thing is, we've now had students in it for 2.5 years who have said it's amazing. We have Telegram channels, we have WhatsApp channels, they provide the comments. So now I have thousands of students saying that it's incredible and they make tremendous money from it. But to top that, I believed that it was good enough to become accredited. Now, what do we mean by accredited? What I mean by that is that the accreditation, I thought that our course was good enough to be able to get formal qualifications. So we put it to one of the top accreditation companies in UK and Europe, which is Aspire. And the long and the short of it is we passed. So we are the only network marketing company in the world to have an accredited educational course. No other network marketing company has that. In fact, a lot of the companies who provide Forex and crypto education, they don't even have accreditation. They're not network marketing companies, they're educational companies, and they don't have accreditation either. So it just goes to show you, we now have an independent company, an independent company who have said this is a fantastic educational product, and they can actually accredit it so it gets formal qualifications. So you can see that what we have is a fantastic service and product to sell. That's the first thing. The second thing that we have is that we have to have then a good business to be able to sort it. Can you sort it out? Please get Mum to sort it out. Sorry, everyone. It's a Saturday, so family things come on as well. Just getting delivered 4 50-inch screens for the new academy. So that's the reason I was just disturbed by my daughter there. Daddy, the televisions are here. So so that's what that was. And I'll tell you a little bit about the new academy now, but we're having things delivered constantly the last couple of days. So there we go. So that's the first thing. The second thing was then about 12 months ago, Rian and Rizwan came to me and said, look, what we want is for us to be able to relaunch this company, rebrand this company as NextGen. And what we want you to do is we want you to generate an engine that is capable of being able to run this business for the long term, and also to be able to support tremendous number of people before the sustainability is lost. So that's what I did. And what I want to do now is explain to you a little bit about how that engine works. A lot of network marketing companies say that they trade the markets to be able to make the money for the company and to provide daily rewards and the commission plan, etc. The one thing that I found out, because I had to do a lot of investigation, because I'm not a network marketer, so I needed to find out exactly what was needed to run a network marketing company. And I did an analysis of the last 600 network marketing companies that started in the world. Quite a job. I had a team to help me do that. And the long and the short of it is that we found out that 80% of all network marketing companies were gone within 9 months. Now then, why, sorry, within 6 months, Now, why was that? Well, what we did was during that analysis, we found that 80% of all of those people started the network marketing company off as a Ponzi. They didn't even start it off as a network marketing company. It was a Ponzi to make themselves an absolute fortune and then to be able to run away. Now then, that was 80% of those 600. The next 12%, which takes us to 92% of all the 600, 12% decided that they were going to do a proper network marketing company. So they started off with the right intentions. But the problem is, as they grew, they weren't able to generate the money to satisfy what the withdrawals were and what the daily rewards were. Okay, so in the end, they got to the position where they said, oh my God, we haven't got enough money to pay the withdrawals. So what they start doing is they take the money that they are bringing in, which is the start of the slippery slope, and they pay the withdrawals with new money. And of course, then the downward slide is very fast and takes about 3 months. And that's why the companies who started off with the right intentions take about 9 months before they disappear. Okay, so it's pretty standard. During this period, and that leaves 8%. So in other words, when you're looking for a network marketing company, you only have an 8% chance of finding the right one. That's how bad it is. And of course, we see that happening all the time. You look at some of the companies at the moment that have disappeared, like Hyperfund, with billions of people's money. Now then, the guy that started that obviously is one of the biggest con artists in the world. Why people actually joined that company and put money in, I don't know, when they had a serial Ponzi person actually running it. But people did, and there were billions in it. It was enormous, and it's crashed. People can't get any withdrawals anymore. So you see, it is very, very it's a very unusual situation where we get 8% of all companies that are real. Now, the way that most companies, and I'll explain the reason why now. So you're going to get very detailed information as quickly as I possibly can for you. Now, most companies do a top-down approach. What do I mean by a top-down approach? What they do is they say, let's do a compensation plan which gives people, I don't know, 50% of whatever they bring in. Let's do daily rewards of 2, 3, 4%, because that means we get loads of customers. And they do. And it grows and it takes off, just like all these Ponzi's that have happened. But what happens then is that they can't generate the money to be able to satisfy that. And what happens, they end up going. But who in their right mind would ever run a business with a top-down approach? Who in their right mind would ever run their own house with a top-down approach? As an example, I can see Susan driving there maybe to work. So Susan, let's take you as an example. On the right-hand side of the road now, you can see a beautiful £1 million mansion that you'd love to have. Currently, you can see it. Yeah, just visualize it, Susan. On the right-hand side of the road, £1 million or $1 million house that you want to be in. And you've got a $200,000 house at the moment. So you go to the bank, you say, I want to get this house. You lend the 800,000, and then you're sitting in your house, and it is beautiful. The end of the first month comes, and your mortgage comes in, and it's $10,000 for the mortgage. And you go, oh my God. So you scramble away and get your 10,000 from your savings and what you're bringing in every month, and you pay it. The next month comes in, and now you use the rest of your savings to pay for this huge mortgage. And then the third month comes and you haven't got it. A little bit like some network marketing companies, 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. So you see, would you ever do that, Susan, and put your family and your children at risk? No, you wouldn't. What would you do? You would do a bottom-up approach. You would say, this is the money I got coming in every month. This is what my mortgage is currently. This is what my household bills are. This is what my utilities are. This is how much it costs to feed the family. And this is how much I have at the end. Now, I can use some of that to get a bigger house, but it might only be a 400,000 house. But you're in a lovely big £400,000 house instead of a 200,000, but you can afford it. Now then, the reason why all of these companies fail is because they do a top-down approach to attract people, but then the ball starts rolling down a hill faster. Yeah, the stone starts rolling down a hill faster, and in the end, they can't stop it. It becomes uncontrollable because more and more people can see how much they can make. They join, people put money in, and then they can't afford the daily rewards and the compensation plan that they've set out. So I made an engine which has 4 things, okay? Now, any network marketing company that tells you that they trade to make their money in Forex, they're lying, okay? It's a terrible thing to say, but they're lying because the analysis that I did, okay, it was so deep. All of this I learned myself. The analysis was so deep that I realized, especially being an expert Forex trader myself, a regulated hedge fund manager, I could see that Forex wasn't capable on its own of making enough money to fulfill a network marketing company as it grows. It is fine for the first couple of 100,000 people that you have in there, but then it will hit a position where you can't generate more to the same ratio as you've got people coming in. Let me give you another piece of evidence, an example. You'll find that I'm very logical and methodical in the things that I say and do. The best hedge fund in the world last year was Tiger Global. They made 10.6%, and they're trading quite a few billion. 10.6% can never run a network marketing company. You can't even run a tiny bit of a network marketing company. You see, the reason is that the more money that goes into a trading account, you get to a point where when you place a trade, the amount of money needed, the liquidity needed, you can only have a certain size pipe coming into the brokerage. And once you get to that maximum, you can't put more money on to win more money, to earn more money. So therefore you get to a max and it tops out. So therefore it was no good for me to just have Forex as the engine. So what I did is I generated 4 parts to the engine. The first one is Forex. Now, 60% of all our money is in Forex for the size of company that we have, for the amount of money that we have within the company. And what I decided to do was to make sure that that was very visible, transparent, so that people can see what we are actually doing and what we're making. So therefore, I put about 30 million about 4 months ago into a separate account. And I put something called FX Blue link onto it. FX Blue, if you don't know, is a international verification company that you can link to your account, and they verify that you're doing what you say. It's a live account. We've already increased it, but it means that you can show people coming in that we're really making money. Okay, so that's the transparency. Now, the second part of it is options trading. Now, you may not know what options trading is. It's normally specialist trading, and it is done by treasury departments of banks. It is done by commodity companies. But we do options trading because I'm an options trader as well. I've been taught by a guy called Glyn Calvert. You can look him up on Google. He's one of the top options traders in the world. But we don't buy options, okay? We actually are a seller of options. Now, what does that mean? To make it simple for you, it means we're like an insurance company. People who are doing trading, especially on commodities like oil and gold and silver and wheat and all of those prices can vary from the time they get it to the time they sell it to their customers. So they will take an insurance out just in case the market plummets, okay? Or they've got a very big trade on, and instead of putting a stop loss, they will take an option out. It's just like your car. Yeah, you pay $400 a year, for your car insurance. And if you happen to have a crash, in other words, if your trade goes wrong, then the insurance company will pay for the car crash. Yeah, but if you don't, of course, the insurance company keeps the $400. Thank you very much. There's not an insurance company out there that doesn't make a profit, because they take far more insurance premiums and they do have to pay car crashes. It's the same with us. So we have become like an insurance company of options, and that brings in great money, not huge profits, not huge percentage of profits, but it's like the bread and butter that the company runs on. It's constantly coming in every single day, and that's the bread and butter of our company. The third one is real estate. We already have a great real estate portfolio, which you can even go and see. You know, we bought for 30 million about 2.5 years ago, a huge tower in Istanbul, one of the biggest towers in Istanbul. I think it's 32 or 34 stories. And we made 320 luxury apartments in them, which we're selling. Already 270 sold. So that brings in constant money into the company from the real estate side. So our portfolio now has 3 items that I've spoken about. And then as that's coming towards an end, because we've sold most of them, there's still about 50 to sell. But we started another project a year ago in Dubai, which is called NextGen Residences. That is 27 very luxury apartments, over $1 million. And you're talking about swimming pools and gyms inside that complex in a very, very prestigious part of Dubai. And now we've just started another one, which is with the Ramada Hotel, where Ramada are building a brand new hotel, and we are building residences by the side of it. So we've constantly got the pipeline being filled up. And real estate is a very nice part of the money that comes into the company. Now, the fourth part, that's crypto trading. Now, this isn't crypto trading as you would normally know. Okay, I'm going to explain to you the strategies that we use. I'm not going to go into detail, but I want to tell you how they were generated. In end of April, just before the Istanbul event, 30 companies from all around the world, the CEOs of 30 companies from banks like HSBC, like Lloyd's, CEOs, and CEOs of Forex companies and CEOs of crypto companies met in London, okay, in a hotel by Tower Bridge. And we were there for 2 days, for the full weekend. And what we did is we generated crypto strategies that haven't been seen before. And what I mean by haven't been seen before is you've never had banking, crypto, and Forex in the same room to generate strategies which are very, very powerful. Now, we came away with 6 strategies, okay? And those 6 strategies are being used by the company to generate profits for ourselves and obviously share with you as a company with daily rewards. And also the compensation plan itself has been generated to be sustainable. So the compensation, when we satisfy the compensation plan, we have enough money as a company to generate the daily rewards that are required. Now, I'm going to give you an example of one of these strategies. And this comes from one of the CEOs of one of the banks. It's called looping. Now, if any of you are from finance in this on this call, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is great. I'm sure you all know what blockchains are. Yeah, they run certain cryptocurrency. But you have smart contracts on blockchains, which are software programs that perform a certain task for a company, not for the blockchain, for a company. So a crypto company could put, as an example, a smart contract which will run a certain part of their company. Now, there are crypto companies who are looking for money because they have an excellent product and they need money to be able to grow their company. So what I've done is a couple of months ago, I put £1 million into 4 different smart contracts. And those smart contracts pay about 19 to 20% a year. Still not what is needed, but 19 to 20% a year. Now, what happens is that there are also smart contracts where companies are lending money at low rates, 3%, 4% a year, where you can get loans to buy crypto. Anybody who did that 6-8 months ago have obviously lost a lot of money now, because if they bought Bitcoin, then it's gone from 69,000 down to 19. But we don't use it like that. What we do is we're able to take that £1 million that we put in onto the investment smart contracts and use 75% of that as collateral to get a loan. So therefore, we went to a loan company and got 750,000. We then bring the 750,000 back in. So now we've got 1.75 million earning 19 to 20%. $1 million of it's ours. 750,000 is the loan from that company, but we're only paying 3 to 4%. Now that's one loop. If you do that loop 12 times, in other words, then take the 750,000 as collateral and go to a different loan smart contract, you can get 75% of 750,000, which is 664,000, I believe, something like that. And then you can take the 664,000, go to another company, and you keep looping. When you've done that about 12 times, that 1 million has become 4. 3 million isn't even our money, but yet we're earning 19 to 20% on 4 million. And 3 of that million, we're only paying 3 to 4%. In a year, when we give that 3 million back, we've still got our million, but that million will have made 50 to 60%, 3 times more. Because, of course, we've been earning 20% on 3 million, and we've only been paying 3 to 4% of it. That is just an example of the incredible strategies that we developed. And, of course, I was chosen as one of 2 of British people to go to there because, as I said to you, I have now the biggest Forex and Crypto Academy in the world. So, therefore, I was chosen as one of those people to join those 30. So therefore, we have in those 30 companies incredible strategies. I've just given you an example of one. You know, you can't even imagine that happening. But look at the liability. 3 million of that 4 million liability is with other companies. If they go bang, then we just either keep the money or we run this receiver around for a couple of months and keep that money free and keep trading it until we have to give it back. So you see, it's a very low risk strategy. So those are the 4 different parts of the engine which runs this company. Now, once I had got that engine working, we did a bottom-up approach. We said, with what this engine can generate, what compensation plan can we put out? And we've made the compensation plan for what we can afford. Also, daily rewards. We have made the daily rewards level that is something that is sustainable. Now, I also did an extrapolation, okay, an extrapolation from where we are at the moment. Now, this engine is really powerful, and at the moment it's just ticking along. If it was a car, it'd be ticking along the road at 30 miles an hour, and it's a Bugatti. What I did was take all the packages that everybody's bought, and which means then I get an average of a number of people, a number of packages that were bought by the number of people, and I get an average package. We could then generate and say, this is the amount of daily rewards that we are actually going to provide because it's sustainable. It's not as high as you can get anywhere else. But the thing is, for 4.5 years, we haven't run away where everybody else has. Yeah, and we will continue to be sustainable because the way that we have generated everything, we have total sustainability for the long term. Now, when we have just over 200,000 people in the company at the moment. When I actually extrapolated the graph, the engine is running at maximum. Okay, so the Bugatti is running at 320 miles an hour when we get to between 4 and 4.5 million members. So you see, we are sustainable. We'd have to increase this company enormously before I need to get off my backside and make a fifth part to the engine so we can grow even more. So I'm sorry if it's very complex. I'm sorry if it's very financial. I'm sorry if it's very business, not something maybe that you would expect from a network marketer. But as I said, I'm not a network marketer. I'm a businessman. So the business has to be run on solid foundations. From the network marketing side, the way that I look at it in industry as a business is the same. To run any successful business, you have to have a successful product. We've made the best. You have to have your outgoings and incomes so that you have a profit, so that your shareholders are happy. Who are the shareholders? Well, they're actually the people who've bought the packages. So you generate money and the shareholders take some of that. And then I got my sales team. That's where network marketing comes in. That's you guys on the screen now. Yeah, you're my sales force. And that's how I look at the business. I don't look at it as a network marketing company. I look at it as a proper business being run properly by the right people. And then obviously the benefits go to the salespeople and also our shareholders. But the company also makes money itself. So it's sustainable for the future. So I know it's a lot of information for you very, very quickly, but that is how we run the business. That is how it's run. It's very transparent. Now, what we've also done lately is we're about to open a new office. Okay, my wife's screaming at me because she's had to handle the new dishwasher, the new microwaves, the new kettles, the 4 TV screens just coming into the house now, because we are opening a very special new office in Wales in the UK. That is going to be a live training academy, a college, where once our members have done the course online, before they take the exam, they're able to come to us for a full training day, or they can come for 4 weeks. Yeah, they can come once a week for 1 day for 4 weeks, so that they fully understand the course, fully be able to answer the examination questions, and of course, answer any queries that they may have when they're trading and things that they come up against. Now, we're the only network marketing company to have a college, an accredited college. Secondly, once a month, we're going to open it up as a leadership training college where we bring leaders. Leaders can bring their teams. And I've already got a huge list. It's filled up for months, where they will bring their teams and we will teach them exactly how to do the business presentation, how to explain the academy, how to explain quantum trade, which I'm sure you don't even know about at the moment. Quantum is our managed accounts, where people who've got a lot of money and want to make some money trading, we do a regulated managed accounts, and it's called quantum trade. So we teach you exactly how that works. So therefore, my sales force, you, in other words, my sales team, are trained properly on how to represent this company and how to best sell this company to prospects. And that is opening. We're planning, we're hoping. The builders are in at the moment. I've just been down there 9 o'clock this morning. So I only just got back at 5 to 10, Baba. That's why I was late coming on the webinar, literally doing everything like mad at the moment, because we're hoping on the 22nd of October that we'll be formally opening and doing a proper ceremony, getting all our leaders in and opening the college. So that is another thing which is coming into the company. Now, I think I've pretty much covered it all there, Baba. I can't think of not much else I can think of. As I say, I can explain a little bit more about the academy, the way we do things. Why is the academy making money when so many people are losing money in Forex at the moment? I was looking at Bloomberg's league. They do leagues. Bloomberg do leagues of all the hedge funds in the world. Do you know that not a single hedge fund in 2022 is in profit? Our members are. Why do we do things so well? There's two reasons. Number one, how we teach people. I've got 12 years of experience teaching 140,000 students over the 12 years. So we know how to teach. The modules have been taught that you need to know nothing about Forex or crypto, because 3 months ago, we added crypto to it as well. So it's now Forex and crypto education. We have live streaming Forex and crypto strategies live on the screen every single day. So the way that we do the academy, it's a step-by-step process. You learn step-by-step, slowly but surely going through the modules. And we also teach institutional trading, not retail. Retail traders lose money. I'm an institutional trader. So we rob the retail traders. That's how it works. Yeah. The institutions take the money from the retail. So why teach you retail trading when you're going to lose? So you get taught institutional trading is very powerful. And the tools that we have coming in, because of my license, I have something called the market index. So I can streaming into the NextGen Academy servers every single day. So we can actually see what the markets are doing. I can see what the banks and the institutions and the hedge funds, the market makers, which direction they're pushing every single of them, one of the major currencies. That is why we're so successful. And that's streamed live out to our members on the Academy website, on the Academy members area. It's like looking at a TV, like looking at me now, only you will have the markets live on the screen. You'll have the market index streaming in. You place trades on that. That is why we're so successful. Those tools cost us $30,000 a month for that live stream data. But of course, our members get it free because it's part of their academy. I pay the license, $30,000 a month, and we get all of that data streaming in. So all of our members benefit from it. So you see, there's a reason why we're good. As I said, what I've tried to do is when I've said something, I've tried to give you significant evidence and financial information that shows you exactly what we do for each point that I've said. It's great when you see some other network marketing companies sometimes saying, oh, our coin's going to go up, but they never say how. When we did our Nigeria event, we put a 5-year roadmap in place to show exactly how our coin is going to go up. 16 projects that will create the biggest ecosystem for any cryptocurrency in the world was launched in Nigeria. And if you have a little look at our global convention that we did a few days ago, there's a recording on the NextGen YouTube channel. Then you can see every single one of those projects, and they're starting straight away. But it's so funny. I said in Nigeria, there was something like, I said, you can see today that we have put forward a 5-year roadmap, and somebody from the audience shouted, most network marketing companies don't even last 5 months. So, it was quite a funny comment that came from the network marketers, because of course, a lot of them have been in the company since we started. So we've got people who've been with us for 4.5 years. So that is what we're doing. The coin already has gone from 20 cents to €1.20 at the moment, or something like that. But we expect to take that up significantly more, because it's great to give daily rewards, and people can buy, as an example, they're getting, say, take a 5,000 package. They pay 5,000 and they get the most incredible educational course for a year. They learn how to make money themselves from the financial markets. Yeah, but they also get daily rewards, and they get as a minimum their money back. I don't know a university anywhere that you pay your money at the beginning and they give it all back to you at the end and say, here we are, you know, well done, but we'll give you all your course fees back. Of course they don't. But we do. That's as a minimum, and that's the insurance that we give. But we try to make 2, 3, or 4 times more. Okay, if you're a network marketer and you're bringing in people as well, it's quicker to get to that 400%. You can do it in a week. Some people have. But over the year, we will give you significantly more back than you put in. But that's not going to make you rich. So Susan, I'm going to pick on Susan because she's got her camera on. So Susan, if you put €100 package in today, and in a year's time it was worth €300, that wouldn't make you rich. You wouldn't change your life with it. But if you bought it now and Amgen was €1 and it was €1,000 in a year time, your €100 would become €100,000. That is life-changing. If you bought €1,000, it'd be $1 million. That is life-changing. So our aim is to provide the best education we can with a business that is real, that has been running for a long time. And I've explained in detail how we keep it sustainable, you know, how the company actually makes money. But at the same time, we can provide those dreams. And we don't just say, oh, it could go up to €1,000. As I said, or it could go up to €100. We've actually put a 5-year roadmap with 16 projects in place to show you how we're going to use that coin, how it is, you know, how we're going to improve the usability, how we're going to improve the number of transactions, and how we're going to improve the volume that is traded. As you know, with those 3 things, any coin will go up the more that there is. The more usability, the more transactions on CoinMarketCap, the more volume that is done, you go up the rankings. So we have, as I said, a 5-year plan to be able to do that. And I think, Barbara, that pretty much covers it.